Swenson, and I'm going to walk you through how to play MapleStory in this short video tutorial. Let's get started. To begin, the first thing you want to do, if you're not signed up originally for MapleStory or Zexon Entertainment, is you want to go to the main website. The first website that's going to show up is the homepage. You can see the address on the screen. The picture is going to change depending on what story you're playing and what version you're playing. They just started a new story and it's ending as of this week, I believe. So if you sign up, you can still get into the tail end of that and experience all the benefits from playing. If not, the home screen is going to look different for you, and that's fine. The first thing you want to do, if you don't have an account, is to download MapleStory and download the Nexon launcher where you can play from your desktop. It's easy to sign up. It takes about 10 minutes to download. You don't need a lot of space on your computer either. Essentially, you just verify your email and your username and you move on from there. As you can see in the screenshot, this is what the Nexon launcher looks like. You sign in with your password or your email and your username, and you click and you can play from your desktop. This is what's going to pop up if you click the little MapleStory mushroom icon on your desktop. You can play from your laptop or desktop to computer, it doesn't matter. Your sign-in information for this is going to be the same as signing up directly into the MapleStory account as well. When you start the launcher, it will bring up this home screen that shows you the MapleStory picture. When you click it, there will be a large green start button and you can move on from there. Once you're logged into the game, you'll be taken to the home screen where you'll be given a list of worlds that you can travel to. It varies per user and each world is different. The current world is Resistance, and that's at the very top. And each time you log in, your home screen is going to be different. Once you log in, you can choose a channel to go into. As you can see, there are several to choose from, and I chose the first channel because I'm a new player. If you're not a familiar player with the game, you're going to have to choose a character class. I chose the Demon Avenger and Demon Slayer. They're limited classes for the Resistance version of the game. If you sign up or start playing now, you can play these character classes. If not, you're going to miss out. The one thing I advise is that you be careful when you're signing up for a limited edition character class like the Demon class, because it'll start you at level 10 rather than level 1. You'll still level up from the beginning, but it expects you to have a little more experience than what you may or may not have with MapleStory. Once you choose your character class, you can adjust your character design. It gives you limited options, but it can change later with more experience and possibly money if you want to. As you can see, there's two different versions of my sprite. I don't get to play both versions. You don't get to play both versions. Depending on which version, good or evil, you choose, you'll be given one sprite to play later throughout the rest of the game. After you create your sprite, you'll be taken to the home screen. And as you can see, it gives you the option of creating more than one character or creating a new character if you don't have one. And once you select your character, you hit start. You're going to be taken to a screen that asks you to enter your PIC code. And this is where you put your password, which is different than your Nexon or your MapleStory account. It's just for you in the game. When you start playing, you will be given a cutscene. Each character has a different cutscene in the game, and they vary per character and per class, and they get you started within the story. Since I'm playing Resistance, most of my story revolves around Resistance HQ, and you can see this screenshot here. and you enter through little portals. You can see with the red arrow that there's a portal, and you are transported from place to place. And you can work through the game, move through the game. It will give you tutorials, but it's important to remember that you can move from place to place via portal. And keyboard settings. If you need to adjust your keyboard settings, it'll ask you for a default setting for MapleStory, or if you're familiar with RPGs, you can change it. If you need to access your keyboard settings, you can access them on your screen at any time. You can see here that you can change them and change your codes depending on what you want to do. And as you play through the game, you're obviously going to be getting into battles, and you will achieve ability points, and you can adjust them manually or automatically. The little arrow points to the plus sign, which means you can change them automatically, which is what I like to do. As I mentioned before, you move through the game through portals if you're not walking, and some portals are circular, and they can take you to different areas outside of the town where you are without having to walk there or fly or anything. As you move higher up in classes and gain points, you can fly and move other ways, but for the moment, portals are the way to go. As you're playing, you can talk to players who are also playing the game, or non-player characters. The non-player characters will usually have a little arrow or a picture above them, or dialogue that's in red, so you know how to talk to them and move through the game. There's also an in-game chat system where you can talk to other people and invite them to play along with you. Last but not least, there is a shop. This is optional. You don't have to pay for it if you don't want to. It's just there. I'm letting you know that they do have in-game currency, and it does cost real money, but it's optional to play, and you can buy different things like pets and accessories and anything else. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and that you have fun